The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
It's Friday Eve.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad. You mentioned it. Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Not too bad at all. Little gray sky. You think that guy knows we're watching him? Is that weird?
Maybe he intentionally decided to be by the tree, thinking that he's out of frame.
Is that weird?
We see you, buddy.
I feel
we
like
see you.
a little voyeuristic.
A little bit.
On a Thursday
We've been
morning.
using that word a lot lately.
Yeah, kind of spying on. But not kidding. Just kidding. Sky 9 Camera Network showing you what you're walking out to this morning. At least there's not a lot of rain in the area like we had yesterday. Fog and rain everywhere. Kind of cool this morning, but it's going to warm up a little bit, and watch out for those scattered showers.
We are in the chance for scattered showers today, just depending on where you live. But as Matt said, drastic different picture than what we seen yesterday, and we didn't have to worry about fog this morning during the morning commute. Yeah. So we'll take it, but we're expected to see that. So if you happen to still be at home, you may want to bring an umbrella with you just in case. And we're expecting a little bit of the same story, but just less percentage of it tomorrow. And then Saturday's the big day we're looking at right now.
Saturday into that Sunday. Look at that. Are you kidding me with that 81? That's not even legit. 82, I guess Steve was saying. Steve kept out of the record. 82?
Could be the second high record.
Oh, that's just stupid.
It's insane.
That's just stupid.
I know.
South Louisiana, you're on notice.
Bonkers.
Yeah, exactly. So as you kind of go through all that, as you get ready for all that, stepping you through the rest of those headlines as you kind of begin your day. This is one we were talking about yesterday, and we're still talking about it today because it's kind of still going on. The reason there were delays happening at Louis Armstrong International Airport in New Orleans, it was twofold. Yesterday you had some fog issues to deal with.
Yeah.
But there was also an issue with some landing gear equipment. Fog's gone now. The equipment, though, is still an issue.
It has to do with planes taking off on one of their taxiways. It's a specific one. So because of that issue, that equipment outage, that's not expected to come back until early part of next year, 2022.
What?
So if you have plans to travel out of MSY between now and maybe the first quarter of 2022, you may want to rethink your travel plans in case you get delayed or your flight gets pushed back or it just gets moved around. Better safe than sorry to just figure out what you're going to do now.
There could be absolutely some delays. So, hey, you know what? Why not use Metro? Vendors Metro. We got
That's
a
great alternative.
Spot right here. Obviously, these two airports can get you different places, different times, that kind of thing. But use Metro. They're good to go right now.
You got the heads up.
You do. This is something that actually we've been talking about for a while now, because this has been offered for a while now from FEMA. But Callie Hubbard was live this morning over at Denham Springs. Big to do today through, actually it's been going on, but now through Saturday.
Yeah, if you are still trying to navigate how to go through FEMA and what questions you should be asking, what contractors you should be looking at, what questions you should be asking your contractors. FEMA is going to have mitigation specialists over at the Home Depot in Denham Springs, as Matt said, through Saturday. So if you're kind of overwhelmed by all of this and you're really overwhelmed on where to start, what to ask, what to do, let's say you're in the process where FEMA did give you the money, but you're not really sure where to start. That's why these people are here to help you, to guide you through the process, to tell you, look, this is what you need to look out for, because there are scammers out there, unfortunately, still trying to take advantage of Ida victims.
It's a good conversation to have with somebody in a group that has gone through this. I remember going through this in 2016 with the flood and just having to gut everything and then bring in a contractor and work with the subs and that kind of thing and get all these materials laid out. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to deal with. And so to be able to have a conversation with a group, with an organization that's built for this purpose, literally face-to-face, you're not over the phone, you're not sending in emails, it's not bouncing back to you with a weird text saying, hey, try this number. Face-to-face conversations about maybe what you should be doing, but also preparing for the future as well.
That's it. You don't have to set an appointment. Just show up to the Home Depot there in Denham Springs through Saturday. People can take advantage of this.
Take advantage of the calendar right now. The time is now. Get that stuff in the mail.
Yeah, if you are sending gifts to loved ones, the crunch time is here, and that's because all really year long we've been talking about supply chain shortages. We've been talking about a shortage of employees, the so-called Great Resignation. Lots of things are going on, which means it might take longer for your package to get where it's supposed to go. So all the major carriers, all the big shipping companies are saying get your packages in early so they make it on time to get under the tree.
The post office says you got about a week beginning today.
December 15th.
To get stuff in the mail, to get it there on time. Now look, you know this. There's always options for the last couple day delivery.
Of
that kind of thing. With all the, from post office to UPS to FedEx, you're going to be paying a whole lot for that. And as Liz mentioned, with all the shipping issues out there right now, that 2-day may not be as guaranteed as it used to be.
No.
So, you know, why chance it? She said, you know, if you got the gift in the mail to the loved one, hey, look, if you got a gift in the mail to the enemy, either way, it's just going to take whatever.
Right.
But just get on it. Know the shipping deadlines and the dates. We actually have a bunch of them right here.
Just to put this in perspective, last Tuesday I went to USPS to mail a half-pound package. It was dog treats for my friend to the other end of the country. They said it would be there by Thursday. It didn't get there till this Monday. And we're talking a couple weeks out for Christmas. So when we say get them in early, it's not because they're just saying it. We're seeing evidence of this happening. So you want to get those gifts mailed out as soon as possible.
Time is now. Time is now. Let's keep talking a little bit about Christmas and events going on. So many special events. A bunch this time of year. We love talking about them. The smiles coming back. A lot of these events coming back. You get the fireworks going, all the lights blaring, the sirens go. What if the fireworks are too much? What if the lights are too much? What if the sirens, you know, what if it's too much? Sensory overload, particularly, maybe, for a young child.
Especially children who might have developmental delays, who might have autism, who might have Asperger's. It's a lot to take in, especially, let's say, for instance, if you're at the mall waiting to get in line for a picture with Santa, waiting to tell him what you want for Christmas. So there are specific events in the Baton Rouge area happening for kids who may fall in this category. One is actually happening tonight at Pastime Restaurant.
Exactly right. We've actually got them, find that story right there. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the story, you're going to find both of these events. The event today, as Liz mentioned, at Pastimes begins at 6 o'clock. You don't need to register for this one. The one tomorrow, though, you do need to register. That's Breck's North Sherwood Forest Community Park. That begins, that's going to go 6 to 8. That is the one you do need to register for. Good thing there is a place to register right here for that.
Right, in Brianne Bizet's story from last night.
So.
Really important, especially if you have a child who might be deaf. Tonight's event's going to be Santa, signing Santa. He speaks sign language. So that's really cool. And tomorrow, if you're a little wary about kids getting out and interacting with a lot of people right now, it's a drive-through event. So very convenient, so you can still share what you would like with Santa. Share the story with a friend to get them registered if you'd like to attend that event.
Okay, so from pulling back a little bit on the sensory overload just to make sure everything's good to go to absolute sensory overload.
I mean, look at the flame in the middle of the screen.
Everybody missed this last year. It was obviously canceled last year for an understanding reason, COVID, but the Festival of the Bonfires back in St. James along the levee there, Lutcher Gramercy, and it kind of gets going tonight.
Yeah, they're going to start the mini lighting.
There's a little mini lighting.
As you continue to make that flame grow brighter to light the way for Papa Noel.
That's exactly right.
This is huge.
It is.
Not only for the people in that area, but for everyone who attends. It's a start of a tradition. Well, tonight is the start of an annual tradition, but really exciting if you'd like to go see the beginning of that.
So everybody knows about the Christmas Eve stuff. Everybody's out there lighting the way for Papa Noel, but when you get into it here, you got the weekend schedule, and you can punch on that and see exactly what's coming up. And again, it does start tonight. It's at Lutcher Park. For those who know the area, it's kind of right there between the police department and the hospital right there, just across the big bridge. And this is going to be, again, Lutcher Park tonight. They got a few different things going on, and then you get into Friday. And Friday really starts to kick things off. And then you get into Saturday, and Saturday really gets busy. And it's all kind of a build-up to get people back into the feel of it. And some of these bonfires, look, they've always been impressive, but some of the builds are just, you almost don't want to see them burn. They're art. They're art.
It's crazy. It's like Burning Man, but here in Lutcher. I tell you what,
right.
It's the original Burning Man, if you
lying.
put it like that. But I think some of the ones we showed off this week were a crocodile, a Fender guitar. Some of these are just, how do you have the vision and then make it come alive with logs?
You know what? It's something, and we've done so many stories, you know, going back, I've been here for going on about 20 years, I guess, and I've been out there a few times to watch it happen, been out there a few times to tell the stories, and it literally is the minute that last ember burns out, they're thinking about next year. And so that's how they kind of get the ball rolling on the design. Well, think about the fact that they've had a couple years to maybe get these designs really going and up it a little bit. It's just crazy to see some of this stuff. It's amazing. And it kind of gets the ball rolling tonight.
That's exciting. The tradition continues.
You were talking about this morning as well. Is there anything that this woman does not lay her hands on, does not turn to gold, Dolly Parton getting involved, helping kids read a book.
She is continuing to lead a legacy.
Yeah.
Her hands in every pot
Yeah.
trying to do some good, especially in our part of the world. So she's teaming up with places like Demco to make sure there are incentives for kids in St. Helena to read. So there's a special program which we have a story for.
Yep.
You can see this beautiful picture there.
That's what you find.
If you get a child to read there, she's creating this incentives program with Demco where they will mail you a book for every certain number of books you read.
Right.
So it's like, surprise, Dolly Parton sending you a gift book.
It's aimed at kids 5 and under, and it's really simple. All you gotta do is register for this program.
Yeah.
Very, very simple. And after about 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, that kind of thing, once they get that registration, it takes a little bit of time to process. But as Liz mentioned, every month after that, a book mailed to that child's address, encouraging them to read. That's all you gotta do. That's it. It is literally laying the foundation for, I mean, those formative years, those early childhood learning years.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than getting a book in your hand and a new book coming in to encourage reading, something new. Man, how great is she?
How often can you say, Dolly Parton sent me a book because I read books?
She never sent me a book.
That is cool.
I know, I should have signed up.
I was about to say,
I
you and
probably
me
still learn a few.
both. Right. I'm like, I'm not 5, but I'd like to partake in this program.
I mean, I act 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think we
you
all
see.
do on the morning show. That's why we all make a good rowdy bunch. Our executive producer is like the kindergarten teacher.
Oh, God.
corralling
It's
us.
hurting cats.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So there you go. There's the story right there
Yes,
waiting
and it
for
is a
you.
free program.
Exactly right.
Yes.
So you can go ahead and check that out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this or not, but somebody's going to be calling Baton Rouge here pretty soon.
I think the singer.
This is taking over.
Yeah.
As soon as it was announced, now look, everybody knew. Everybody had been waiting for Garth Brooks to show up in
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium for years, and now that it's happening, I got some friends of mine who are all but apoplectic about getting
Ooh,
into
good
this
SAT word.
stadium.
Very good.
And just, beside themselves.
Yeah.
Garth coming to Baton Rouge. It's major.
It is major, and this is not the first time we've told you about
No,
this, but
exactly
today
right.
we're bringing this up for a specific reason.
right.
Not only did he get the pleasure of talking with our Jacques Doucet,
Yep.
tomorrow at 10 a.m., so almost 24 hours from now, his tickets will be going on sale for that concert in April of 2022. I know it seems like a wild ways away, but you need to set a phone reminder now. 10 a.m. tomorrow, tickets go on sale, and they're sure to go fast.
I was going to say, we need to place a bet, friendly bet.
Yes.
Or not. We can wager money. How fast tickets sell out? Now,
good question.
there's always going to be something on the second tier, the second-hand market, that kind
course.
of thing. There's a resell. I hate that. Resellers jacking up the prices.
Yeah.
It's just always going to
We're
happen.
talking initial
Exactly.
from the get-go.
How fast are
Out
these
the
tickets
chute.
going to sell out?
I think it's about hour and a half.
How much of the stadium are they selling?
You gotta think, it's a big stadium.
It is,
Stadium.
but they're going to put them on one side of the end zone. Obviously,
Right.
one side they're not selling anything
Right.
behind. That's just how they work it at these stadiums.
Right.
They don't only sell. How many are they selling? How fast do they go? Oh, it's going to go quick.
Take into consideration, this will be his last stadium tour. This coming from his mouth himself. He just says it's a lot on the cruise. So
It
this is
is.
going to be your last opportunity to see him in a stadium, in Tiger Stadium. Big deal. Big deal. So if you'd like to watch Jacques' full interview with
Yeah.
him this morning, they had a good time talking
Yeah, it was.
about all the things to look forward to, all the things that Garth Brooks is looking
Yeah.
forward to. It's waiting for you in the 90s app.
He was just talking about the fact that, Colin Baton Rouge, and now he's heard it so many times, and now he gets
Yeah.
to sing it in a place that it's just revered. It's going to be good.
Oh,
It's gonna be
you
good.
can't beat that.
It's going to be good. So we'd actually, look, if there's anything that you want, all that stuff we just went through, if there's anything more that you want to talk about, that and beyond, stick around here on WAFB Plus, the YouTube version. We're going to be doing a little Thursday talk back with everybody.
Yeah, kind of a culmination of all
Yes,
the things.
all of it, everything.
Whatever you can throw out a word and we will go off that topic.
Oh, God, that's
Yeah.
pressure.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Isn't that like a mind,
I think it
strengthening
is.
game?
I
Like,
think it
here's a
is.
word, now go for 5 minutes?
Right. Just talk. It feels like stand-up, like a stand-up practice.
Oh, God, here we
Yeah.
go.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Join us on the other side.
Throw a word at us.
Oh.
No, that's not good.
Welcome back to WAFB Plus.
Are you going to get tickets?
Oh,
For
so
Garth Brooks?
I really want to, but
Yeah.
I'm conflicted.
Oh, really?
One of my best friends from high school is getting married in Cairo.
Why is that a conflict? Hi, Garth.
Oh
That's
no,
all right.
I've RSVP'd.
You know what? That actually is not a conflict.
Yeah, I know.
You're absolutely going to. What a move!
I know.
What? Really?
Yeah. Backstory: She studied abroad. She's a filmmaker in Egypt.
God.
Studied abroad there. Met her husband. Long, beautiful love story.
Yeah.
And so they want. COVID happened, so they had an intermediate wedding, and then they want to do a full wedding with his family and their friends in Cairo on the same weekend.
Have you ever been?
I have never been to Cairo.
I have.
But she's been trying to get us all out
there. That's not like, just getting. Yeah, where are you getting married? Just right down the street. It's Cairo.
Oh yeah.
I think no conflict.
You've got to pass pyramids.
I think Garth is probably going to understand.
I'm sorry, Garth. I'm so sorry. I really want to go.
Anybody out there been to Cairo?
I'm torn.
Or a crazy wedding travel? I've never traveled really far. I've never friends. Yeah, we're going some crazy, awesome, just really cool place.
We're getting married at the North Pole.
Yeah.
That would be an adventure.
That would be interesting. But no, I've never been. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, well, we will see how things pan
Yeah,
out.
that's true.
All things COVID.
That's true.
Barring COVID, we're
That's
hoping
true.
it happens, but he would be my next choice.
All
I
right.
tell you what.
So yeah, there he is, Colin, Baton Rouge. It is one of those opportunities in Baton Rouge to really be a part of something special.
Yeah.
And again, the reason we're talking about it today, the tickets go on sale tomorrow, so make sure you put it on your radar.
Yes.
Plus, Jacques got a chance to talk to him this morning, which is just kind of cool in and of itself. He actually got him singing, humming a few bars. If you will.
Only Jacques Doucet could get him
that's true.
up and perform the way he did in their intimate chat. And so it's really fun to talk about Garth Brooks coming to Baton Rouge. Obviously, how many times do you think Colin Baton Rouge plays during a Tiger football game?
Well, you get, depending on how early you get into the stadium,
Yeah.
you're going to hear it before the teams come out and the video's playing on the screen, that kind of thing. You hear it at halftime as well. It is obviously played a whole lot. It doesn't matter. You'd think you get tired of it, and I'm sure some people do. But every time it play, even if you are kind of sick of it, you're like, oh,
Right.
here we go. And then all of a sudden,
But
about
then-
a third of the way, you're into it again, and
Like,
as soon
all
as
right.
Louisiana hits, everybody's
All right.
screaming it. So, yeah, no, it plays a few times. The video's going, and everybody's loving it. It is, it's like a church moment. Everybody's up and everybody's
that's a good
up
way
and
to put
singing.
it.
It is a Tiger Stadium hymnal.
Yes.
And the author is Garth Brooks, and to have him come in, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I think so, and especially to hear him say he hears LSU fans from all over the world
Right.
where he performs, and
Yeah.
he said LSU fans run deep, and he hears that all over. So how cool is it to finally host him here in Death Valley,
Look at Jacques
where he
D.
gets to perform that?
Look at Jack D and
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
That's just awesome. That's awesome.
We woke him up early for this.
We did.
Both of them. Actually, both of them.
We're very grateful that we got them chatting together like this. And if you'd like to watch that, how long is it? 4 minutes.
It's 4 minutes. It's
4
really
minutes
easy.
in full.
And who better to do this than Jacques? For those who don't know, I mean, Jacques is an absolute music file. He loves music. The Red Rock and Blue stuff that he does every single
his
year.
charity
His
concert
charity
for
concert.
military
It's a
families.
charity concert.
Yeah.
He helps bring in a lot of bands, and it's much more than that. But who better than to do this with Jacques?
And I tell you, it was fun. It was
It
fun
was.
to watch a snippet of that this
Yeah.
morning in our morning show.
Yeah.
The whole chat, they just sound like they're having a good time.
Yeah, it's like old friends.
Yeah, you can
In
watch
Low
that
Places?
there. Oh,
Which is the most
Very
popular
good.
song.
way
Friends
to
in Low
tie
Places.
that in. That's real smooth.
But as Garth said, he's like, only in Baton Rouge is that song not going to be the most requested. It's going to be
Right.
Colin Baton Rouge, clearly.
Right.
We'll see how many times it's on the playlist. But I don't know.
Timeline is on, or the countdown is on.
Uh-oh.
You see?
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure?
My wife
We're
wants
coming
me.
up.
She wants me to get tickets.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a wedding in Cairo. I don't know.
Convenient.
I don't know.
How convenient.
Exactly. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are you getting? Are you gonna?"
I
are you
mean,
gonna-
look, she had to ask.
Yeah,
She had
yeah.
to at least let it be known that she would like to go see Garth.
And it did just be hilarious. My kids are like, "You're leaving? Wait, you're
Wait a
leaving to go to a
minute.
concert?
Wait
and
a
we're
minute.
staying?
Wait,
It should be
right.
the other way
How?
around. We're supposed to go to
Correct.
you, the old people, are
Right.
supposed."
Ooh, I hope they're not calling you old. Yeah.
Well,
but exciting nonetheless.
One of the kids would call me old.
Ah.
Yeah, you know who you are. So yeah, all really kind of looking forward to that. But that's just one of so many things kind of going on right now as we push towards the holidays. Everybody kind of getting in that feel a little
Yeah.
bit,
What
trying
can
to.
we look forward to tonight?
Well, actually, something that's kind of kicking off tonight is Bonfire Festival of Bonfires down in St. James, Lutcher Gramercy Way. And it's always a big deal, but maybe even so a little bit bigger this year because it got canceled last year.
Yeah.
Everybody understands what happens Christmas Eve, right? The lighting of the bonfires to light the way for Papa Noel.
Right.
But the festival really kind of gets going a little bit tonight and then just really ramps up tomorrow.
Right. So if you've never been, you probably only think that it's the lighting of the path for
Right,
Papa
right,
Noel.
right.
But there's live music. It's a festival.
It is.
It's
It
live
is.
music.
Right.
You get cook-offs. You get just the experience in general. You get to take it all in, and it's
Yeah.
back this year.
It is. It is so much fun. Lecture Park, for those who don't know.
Yeah. 2 to midnight tomorrow.
Exactly.
It's a long day of partying.
Exactly.
On
it is
a weekday.
huge. It's a huge party.
Yeah.
That they're going to stretch this thing out and just have it all sorts of fun.
Gumbo cook-off.
Exactly. And there's going to be some names. There's going to be some bands you absolutely know who are going to be down there just making it loud in Letcher and Gramercy. If you've never been, make it a point to go. Some of these bonfires this year, these builds look ridiculously elaborate. They look like, they're always pretty impressive, but it looks like they've been spending some time on it, like 2 years on it.
You gotta find I'm all over the place, but you gotta see the pictures of some of them. I don't know if they're actually on the website, but we're gonna look for it because the pictures that we have seen are just incredible.
Yeah,
We're
they have to drive
talking,
in directions.
well then it's like a surprise then. People have to go
Right.
look for it to see what kind of bonfire. We're not talking like your measly backyard.
Right.
We're still impressive for some folks.
No, that's true.
Boy Scout fire. We're talking massive alligator, life-size, like
huge.
art sculpture size
Almost
bonfires.
like it's almost a shame to light it on fire. Anyway,
Right.
so that's coming up. All that
Right.
stuff is coming up.
Pure art.
It really is so much good. Hey, right now there is a parade going on Saturday as
Yes.
well, right here.
There's supposed to be the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade.
Right.
Every year, a tradition, a big tradition in Baton Rouge. It's supposed to happen 5:30 this
Right.
Saturday, rolling right there
Right.
along the levee.
Right.
We are still watching the weather to see what that's going to do because on Saturday in the morning through the afternoon, we are under a level 1 marginal risk for severe weather. That means storms could be coming on through. So that is what we're keeping an eye out for. Jay Grimes, which is supposed to be my counterpart that
Exactly,
evening.
and
Such an
Liz
honor to
Coe.
be with him
Yep.
there. He is keeping an eye on it to see whether we need to reschedule or what the options are moving forward. So it's a lot. It's a lot because a lot of people prepared to perform in this parade.
Yeah. And if there's any place in the world, or certainly this country, that can, look at the skies and look at the radar and be like, all right, we got a parade. This place knows how to do parades, but they also know the issue with weather. So hopefully, can make the right
crossed.
call, and hopefully nothing happens. But yeah, Jay Grimes, Liz Coe, your MC for the Christmas parade in Baton Rouge Saturday, and hopefully it is nothing but smooth.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh, all the
fingers
fingers.
crossed.
Ow.
Careful, careful, Scissorhands. He's
Yeah.
got doubly crossed.
That's a good movie. Edward Scissorhands.
Very good.
Well, very
I haven't seen
Christmassy.
that in a hot minute.
Very Christmassy.
Maybe it's worth bringing up again this weekend.
You got a favorite Christmas movie?
Oh,
I know, it's tough.
You know,
On the spot.
it's for me. It's categories. Like for romance, it's the
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah.
But like for classics, it's the Elf, and then I've got a Christmas Story. I'm jumping all over the place. I can't pick just one.
Die Hard?
Ooh,
No, I'm just-
Christmas movie.
Is it a Christmas movie?
It is a
That's
Christmas
That's
movie.
always like a debate.
Yeah, I think it is. If it has a Christmas central theme in it, I think it is a Christmas movie.
And just nothing gets me in the Christmas spirit like John McClane knocking out terrorists.
That does it for you.
I'll
That
see
really
you at
does it for you?
Nakatomi Plaza. Let's kill some terrorists.
There we go.
That just says
Christmas
to me.
spirit.
That just says
I think
Christmas.
that's good.
That's the one I turn up the loudest in the living room
Well, it is epic.
until my wife gets home. And she's like,
Well,
you child, you
need
absolute
to turn that
child.
down.
Jeez, I've already got 3 of you in the house. So I only need a 4th child. Anyway, so yes, whatever you're watching,
Yeah.
whatever you're a part of, hopefully it's nothing but smooth. We'll continue to talk a little bit more about all this fun stuff.
We've still got 2
Fun.
more weeks.
We are,
Hard to believe with the weather, the way it is. Hard to believe, and
Yeah.
this is an indication of that. Scattered showers today.
Yeah,
Christmas
but-
in 2 weeks.
I know, and maybe even 80-some degrees tomorrow. So yeah, welcome to South Louisiana in December.
man.
Meteorological winter has already kicked off. It does not feel like it. 80-some degrees in South Louisiana.
So we'll see you for the next stop of the roller coaster ride tomorrow.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.